Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Okay, today we will continue about topic sanitation and food safety. Okay, we have a learning objective for this topic. First, to identify factors that contribute to the sanitation problem on foodborne illness. I know what is a foodborne illness. I'm sure that everybody know what is foodborne illness because you already learned in the semester 1 with the subject hygiene sanitations, maybe with Dr. Kamar is one, or maybe with me. Identify the foodborne hazards. We have a biological hazard, chemical hazard, and also the physical hazards. So you need to identify what are difference between three of these hazards and the example of these hazards. Develop simple procedures for preventive foodborne disease using the hazards analysis of critical control point, or we call as hazard HACCP. So should we remember how many step of hazard? We have a 7 step of hazard. Alright? Sanitation and food safety. Why all the first? Foodborne illness happens and is the sickness that some people experience when they eat contaminated food. What is contaminated food? Impairs performance and cause discomfort, has a major economic impact, medical expense, lost business, loss of reputation, and etc. Negative impact on the owner's manager and employees. Okay, major sanitation problem, foodborne illness, improper holding temperature of food. Bacteria can grow within a temperature 41 Fahrenheit to 140 Fahrenheit, equal to 5 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius, or we call as the temperature danger zone. Keep it hot, keep it cold, or don't keep it. Okay, all cool food must be stored at 41 Fahrenheit, equal to 5 degrees Celsius or below, to prevent microbe from growing. And all hard food must be held 140 Fahrenheit, equal to 60 degrees Celsius or above. Prevent and destroy microbes, but toxins remains. Okay, time between preparing and serving. You need to have a time. Okay, budget the time during your preparing and serving the foods. There are unavoidable situations during food productions when food must pass through the temperature zone, such as cooking, food preparation, and also the cooling. Food should only be in temperature danger zone for a maximum total of 4 hours. Food should pass through the temperature danger zones as a few times as possible. Okay, for poor personal hygiene will be infected person. Yeah, you need to have a good personal hygiene. What is a good personal hygiene? It's essential for those who handle food. Desirable behaviors include knowing when and how to properly wash hands. Okay, so now of the coronavirus also, you should know the step how to washing your hand, right? Wearing clean clothing. So you make sure you're wearing a clean clothing. If it doesn't have what is yellow at your collar shirts, maybe at here have the yellowish, or we have the tight lalat, we call us stain or whatever. Maintaining good personal habits. You need to wash maybe 3 times per day, and then maintaining good health and reporting when sick to avoid spreading possible infections. Okay, as for now, when you come to UN for the staff, you need to see the what we call that the applications we call COSA. This one to make sure that you are maintaining good health, doesn't have fevers, doesn't have cough, right? You not to travel, or you doesn't have a contact with the COVID-19 person, and then when we are feels that, you will allowed to come to the office. Okay. Major sanitation problem, foodborne illness. Always wash hands before food preparations, after touching human body parts. You're touching your nose, you're touching your eyes, you're touching here, right? After using the toilet. After using the toilet, make sure you wash your hands. After sneezing, coughing, smoking, or eating. After engaging in any activities that may contaminate hands. You playing a badminton, you playing a chongkat, anything you playing a game, you touch your handphone, should be wash your hand after carrying over or touching animal. You touching the cat, you touching the dog, or anything rabbits or whatever, you need to wash your hands. Cross contamination is the transfer of germs from one food item to another food items. The transfer from one items to the another items. It happens when germs from raw foods are transferred to a cooked or ready to eat food via contaminated hands, equipment, or utensils. How to prevent? Always store, cook, and ready to eat food over raw products. Keep raw and ready to eat food separate during storage. You need to separate them. Use good personal hygiene and hand washing. Keep all food contact surface clean and sanitary. Proper testing procedure. Okay, foodborne illness because you inadequate cooking or heat processing. Importance during cooking pork, poultry, or etc. Inadequate reheating. Important temperature brought to 165 Fahrenheit and keep there for sufficient time to kill microorganisms. Inadequate cleaning of equipment. Important to sanitize your sink and cutting board. Make sure your cutting board is clean, doesn't have stain, doesn't have tompok black tompok or whatever. Sanitize agent strong enough to reduce bacteria. Okay, foodborne hazards refers to the following hazards that can cause illness or injury when consumed along with food. Biological hazards, bacteria, virus, parasites. Chemical hazards, agricultural chemical, cleaning compounds, heavy metals, food additives. Physical hazards, fragment of glass, metal, human hair. Biological hazards can spoilage of bacteria, break down food to that reduce the quality of food to unacceptable levels. Pathogenic bacteria, disease causing microorganisms that can make people ill if their toxins are consumed with food. Symptom onset, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal cramp, or dizziness, scar, vision, in-breathing, swelling, healthy or watery fail, and kidney failures. Okay, now I need you to have one paper. You need to have doing a mind mapping, difference between biological hazards, physical hazard, and chemical hazard. What are difference between these? What are definition biological hazard? What are definitions of chemical hazard? What are definitions of physical hazard? Definition, and then example of these three type of hazards. Okay, so you need to have one paper to mind mapping for these three of hazards. Okay, you need to submit 11:30 today. Okay, okay, so almost all foodborne illness can be prevented when keep food at a proper temperature, use good personal hygiene, control cross contaminations, use proper food handling technique. Yeah, this sanitation and also uh, food safety is most important. All right, we are apply this long time ago, but now for this situation of coronavirus or whatever, you need to take action and more take care. All right, so don't forget to submit your mind mapping before 11:13 a.m. at the WhatsApp with your metric number and also your full name. Okay, your full name and a metric number, because it's easy I to classify you and to add you in your attendance. Okay, bye. See you on Wednesday next week on a Sunday. Bye.